My girlfriend wants to be included in the title of my house and wants me to buy her a car, but I can tell from a mile away what she's up to, so I asked her to sign a prenup. Update: I was planning on having this conversation with my girlfriend on Saturday when neither of us needs to worry about work. I got home at around midnight and she got home around 3:30 a.m. after her shift at the bar. She wasn't in the best of moods and started to say how things weren't like they were before. I agreed with her and then asked her how long she was planning on staying at the bar and if she was going to look for a more full-time or reliable job. She told me she wants to be a realtor in a year or two, and I asked her when she decided that. She told me about a week ago. I wasn't trying to pressure her, but I asked her what steps she needed to take in order to make it happen. She didn't give me a full answer and just mentioned that she was talking to a lady who worked as a realtor who was at the bar a few weeks ago. I told her I was happy she had a goal that she was aiming for. She then said she wanted to buy an apartment herself next year. As she wants to live by herself for a bit, I asked her how she was going to manage getting it, and she asked if I'd help her. I asked her just as an estimate if I was to help what percentage I would be contributing, and she said about 80. This is where things started to take a turn. I said I didn't think that would be fair, as she decided to sell it, the money would go 50-50. She didn't have anything to say to that, so I asked her if you went out on your own and purchased that apartment using all the money you worked for, and then I came and married you, and left, how comfortable would you be selling it? She said she wouldn't be comfortable with it. I tried to explain that's how I felt about some of the things she's mentioned to me. She told me the guy is supposed to provide, and while I don't disagree with the statement, I told being on the deed to my house, and me selling my car to buy her one made me uneasy. She corrected me and said she asked me to trade it in for a new car for her. This is where I asked her, what do you think of a prenup agreement for if we get married? She started crying, saying I didn't trust her and that I was already planning on leaving her if that's what I had in mind. I told her that's not the case. We can both have one. I used a lot of examples people mentioned to me recently, such as her winning the lottery, getting a great job, or receiving an inheritance. It is protection for both of us. She didn't say anything to what I said, instead just looked away and said I'm all by myself again. She was still crying. She asked if I would have asked someone who made more money than her to sign one as well. I told her I didn't think I'd get married without one at this point. I brought up how the number one reason for divorce is rooted in finances and we don't see eye to eye on anything in that field. She asked what I meant. I asked her how much she'd seen me spend on myself in the last year, and after a minute of thinking, she said almost nothing. I asked her if she has a closet and drawers filled to the point they don't close or open right of clothes and why she kept wanting new ones. She told me it's for her mental health, then asked me if I even cared about her mental health. I told her I did immensely, as I hate seeing her sad, but also told her that spending money to try and make yourself happy is a temporary fix and it will be a repeating cycle. This was close to 6:30 a.m. and she told me that I should get some rest before work, as I leave at 1 to drive to work. So the conversation ended there and we both tried to sleep. We talked more after I woke up around 9. Saturday, I'll grab my stuff from her place and we'll be going our separate ways.